Hello everyone, Danny Designs here, D squared. Today is, well, thank you for liking, subscribing, thanks for watching, appreciate it. Today is a Sunday, July 14th, 2019. I want to talk a little bit about the subfloor, milling some lumber, things like that today. Put part of the subfloor down because I'd cut some lumber, cut some 2x8s, 12 feet or longer. Started doing the subfloor, probably a couple months ago. And then, things happened. I had to go back to California. Just didn't get to mill as much lumber. And then the rains came and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to describe today and talk a little bit about right now is the rains have stopped. I've been able to get down, and the reason I couldn't cut lumber is I didn't have the trees laid on the ground and pulled up to a dry area. There's an area right down in there. It goes downhill. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it goes downhill. It probably drops down into a ditch down there, a good 50 feet down, and then so all the water, hits here and washes down in this area. This is like a little peninsula thing, goes down. And those are where the trees are, the bigger trees that I go down and get, so I just don't deplete one area. Like that one there. I could cut that one down and use that one, but I'm probably not because it's near the house. But I will be getting some, to clear out eventually. But anyway, I can't get down there. I went down there, heck, it was probably 2 weeks ago. Had a little dry spell. Went down there, almost got my backhoe stuck. It's a 4-wheel drive, good monster machine, but couldn't get down there. So that's why I couldn't mill lumber, because I didn't have trees up here. What I had up here I'd already cut up, had sitting on the trailer, but not enough to bring out the equipment to start building the subfloor again. So it was just kind of on pause until the weather straightened up. So it's dried up pretty good. I can get down into the areas now. I've cut down some trees. I'll show you what I'm talking about as this video goes on. And another topic is when I cut trees down here in this area and then I drag them up. This is just my little driveway. There's really nothing. You can see the grooves that these big logs make when I drag them up here with the backhoe, because you have to drag them down through there. You can't pick them up sideways because you're going between trees down a one-lane little trail road thing that I drive down through. So anyway, you drag them out and it digs into the ground. You can see right here, digs into the ground. Well, I'm okay to drag these right here on this part of the road because it really doesn't matter if I tear this area up too much. There's only one little cable that goes underground right here, and that's my phone line. And once I go across this area, this is still really pretty hard and compact and everything, so I don't worry about dragging the logs over to that area. Same thing when I go back over there. There's an area I go back to the back part of my property that way. It's not a big deal if I just drag them on the ground because there's nothing it's going to really tear up. That's not a main driveway or anything. So I drag them. And since I'm here, that bad boy will drag anything out of there. So let me go ahead and show you this. This is what I've done here in the last week or so. Cut down trees. I just cut down these trees. See, this is this tree looked great, but it's got a big old dead area in it. So hopefully I'll be able to get some 1x flooring where the area is not rotted. I don't know yet, but most of them turn out pretty good. Got the good ends on them, not rotten. But anyway, you see the trees I've laid down and drug some up from that area there, some from the area I just came from, laying them up here because I don't want to get in that situation again where if the rains come, I can't do any work. If I got the trees here, I can always do work because this area dries first. So here's some more trees. Got some pretty big bad boys up here. Quite a few of them. And then I got that bad boy, that big one there, which I'm gonna start working on today. I got it on there. I'm gonna adjust it, start cutting at it, and producing some good 2x8s out of that thing right there. But anyway, so that's what's gonna happen today when I start milling here in a little bit. But I just want to talk to you about the process of getting these logs here. After I fall them, sorry about the sun. After I fall them, usually I'll go down and lay about 3-4 down. Then I'll go back, you know, which could take a couple hours depending on where they're at and how to get there, because you know, I got to clear the area around them so that they fall nice and don't get hung up and all that good stuff in other trees. So it's not like you just run down there, cut one down, drag it up here. It takes quite a while to get a couple trees up here. After I lay one down, excuse me, I go back in to the area, and then I cut the tips off of the tree, you know, trim it up a little bit, and then drag it up here. Well, that takes at least 30 to 45 minutes per tree just to get cut up, drug out of the area, and get up here. But what I found in this next area that I'm going to show you, on this driveway, this is my main driveway. It stays pretty compact. When it rains, it hardens up pretty good. Doesn't get real muddy. But what I was finding was when I was dragging these trees from this area up here, it was really digging in, really tearing up my driveway, which this is the area I can't afford to, you know, dig in. That phone line that you saw that I showed you up by my trailer, they had to come into the middle of the drive here to get it to the trailer, to my area back there, because there's a ditch here, and they couldn't go around it, so they had to come over. So I noticed, well, those logs are slowly digging down into this dirt on my driveway and just kind of demolishing it, tearing it up. So look at that. You can see him. He paused because he's, I guess, felt me or something. But spider webs are incredible out here now. But anyway, so that was happening. I thought, you know, I can't have that. I can't have this tree these trees just digging in and tearing up my drive. So, and then that was coming from, you know, this area back in here. You know, I went back in there, cleared that area, went back in there and found some nice trees. So what I ended up doing this last time was piling them right here. Just drag them out of here, not drag them over to the driveway area. And then I got my backhoe and loaded the trees on my 1-ton truck and drove them down the driveway and dumped them up there. So I'm going to do that from now on when it's in an area, when it's up this driveway, the trees. You know, some people are saying, why don't you just pick them up? Well, you can't. Like I said, they're 15 to 17 feet long sometimes, and can't really just pick them up because the driveway isn't that wide sometimes. You know, so it's like and then they're swinging and it's back heavy and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm able to put 2 to 3 of those logs on that truck and drive them down there and dump them without demolishing my driveway. So that's what I've been doing. That's how I got those down in there. And it's funny, changing topic, I don't know if you can see across there, there's the snake that went across there this morning or last night. Little pile of something, I don't know what caused that, but something did. It's funny to see what goes, the tracks on my driveway, because the dirt is so soft. I don't know what those little tracks are. You know, it's just kind of, so I see raccoon footprints, you know, up and down the driveway, the deer, all that good stuff. See, there's another snake crossing right there. So it's just funny. thinking about getting one of those night vision cameras and just kind of putting near my house to see what's happening at night. See quite a few snakes. I mean, there's another snake crossing there and there. Yesterday when I was moving those logs, I noticed there's probably about 10 separate crossings across here in this nice soft dirt where you can really see it now. So here's another area I was able to get a tree. These are remnants. I might be able to cut this up right here and get me some 1-bys out of that for the flooring. But for right now, that's not what I'm after. I'm after my 2x8s. My 2x8s to you know, get my floor joists built, put in there. So, you know, here's some more. I don't know what that is. I don't know, that says a crow maybe, but right there's some raccoon footprints. Anyway, another snake crossing. Another one. So there's 2 right there. Another one over here. Don't care for the snakes. I'm just glad they do it when I'm not around. But that means they're in there. They're just hiding, you know. So I got to be careful when I'm obviously back in there cutting. So, okay. Here's those raccoon prints, I think. Raccoon, whatever, maybe. See, I make it nice and easy for them. They just walk down my driveway. Anyway, that's what I have been doing as far as the logs go. Wanted to do an update video on that. No live action. At this point, you've seen me do milling, cutting logs, and talk about that. I'm sure I've posted those videos before this. Wanted to get all these logs up there like I described because of possible rains coming again. And once it rains, I can't go cut down any more logs, no more trees. So I want to stockpile as many as I can, get all that organized. Okay, I really appreciate